Welcome back to another episode of Olaf's Oldtimer. As you can see, the sun is out, the salt on the streets is gone, hopefully for this year. And this is where I finally will start to address the shifting issues of the automatic transmission from the W126. So let's take a look first how it performs actually, and later on what we can do about it. So, welcome aboard. I hope you can see a bit the dashboard, as I want to show you what happens if I accelerate with a cold engine and a cold gearbox. This car has automatic transmission. It's a 4-speed automatic, and the car usually starts in second gear, so actually you are shifting a lot within 3 gears, and it turns to slip a lot between 2 and 3. And I just wanted to show you the effect, and it's getting better when the engine is hot. So the idea would be there's not enough oil in the transmission, but it had this issue ever since I had the car. So I had the oil and the filter exchanged completely when I bought it, and I think that's about 50,000 kilometers ago now, and it ever did it. So have a look. Did you see that? And that was like 25% on the accelerator, and it's just slipping when I do that. From 3 to 4, it's not doing that. So I assume it's, in German it's the Bremsbänder, the brake tapes that hold the gears or change the gears in the automatic transmission. And I brought some more transmission oil with me, and I'll show you later. And yeah, I want to control, of course, the level of the oil in the transmission, which you always do with the engine not necessarily hot, but in a good warm condition. So we need to drive a little to get it up to temperature, and then you do it while the engine is running. And I'm quite curious how the transmission level is going to look like. Do you see that? It turns up about 1,000 revs. That's really huge. And later on I can show you when the engine is warm, it's almost gone. So see you in a bit. What I did not mention is that, of course, I can't avoid this slipping, because as I know, when the transmission is about to shift, I lift off the gas a bit, and then it shifts smoothly without revving the engine up, so I can avoid it. That's number one. Number two is that I think it's absolutely amazing that this car is up to temperatures after only 5 minutes of running within city limits. What you can see now on the temperature gauge, I hope you can see it, and nobody ever could explain this to me. The temperature gauge is going up to the full 100 degrees centigrade, and then it falls back to the standard 82 degrees. We checked the radiator, which looks fine. Of course, we changed the cooling fluid, and we also exchanged the thermostat. It all did not change this behavior. It always does it, as you could see right now. This time it did not go up to 120, but only to a 90, and then it falls down to 80. In this case, you might argue, well, that's normal behavior, or at least it's a explainable behavior of a bit slow thermostat, but it's doing this with 120 degrees, and it's a changed thermostat. So as I already did that years and years ago, of course, I could exchange the thermostat again. Maybe the new one had the same issue as the previous one, which I doubt. But maybe somebody out there has an idea what's going on. So if you have an idea, let me know in the comments. Some minutes later now, I want to demonstrate you that when the engine is hot, it actually shifts without the slipping. Okay, not hot enough, but I promise it does not slip as much, and when the engine is really hot, it doesn't do it at all. So I will stop now here at some place. I have the oil with me, and we shall check the oil limit, no, the oil level, not the limit, the oil level in the engine. Also not in the engine, damn, concentrate. In the automatic transmission, to see if that could have caused the issue. Park the car leveled out here and keep the engine running, and then we'll see. I assume the engine is making a lot of noise, so probably you can't hear me all too well. But I will now take a look at the oil level in the transmission. And you can see in the back, of course, with an absolutely lint-free piece of cloth, not, but it will do just fine, and we'll check the oil level. It does run on this thing here quite a bit, so you need to be rather quick and hold it at a steady angle to measure it correctly. Always tough to see. I hope it's focusing. Is it a good level or is it not? If you look at it, I'm not sure if it does really focus alright. You know, it's between low and full, but only half of it covered, so I'd say we will just add a little bit of oil. And next step is to really flush the whole automatic transmission several times, change filter, do all that, and then see where we are. I can tell you what, it's really tough to judge. It's so tough to judge. what you can see is the oil is still nice and red, so that's actually a good sign. All other fluid levels are fine. Engine is running softly, it's excellent. You can see it all right. There's enough oil in there. I won't add anything else. I not want to overfill this thing. In my eyes, there's enough fluid in there. Too bad, because that's eliminating an easy chance to get rid of the slipping automatic. But we'll see now if the temperature again cured the slipping, as I said. See. Well, it is still there. Lesser as the engine gets hotter and the oil hotter as well, but it's still there. Now take a look at this. Did you see that? The car is shifting smoothly. Now we have the engine running for about an hour. No, half an hour. 45 minutes driving and idling. Now the transmission oil is hot and the car is just shifting smoothly without slipping. So if you have any ideas, please let me know, so I go well prepared to the next intervention here, which is flushing the automatic transmission. Perfect shift. So that's it for today. Stay safe and healthy. See you in a bit.